this is Tony from Kate's Crafty Closet with another card with my Christmas in July series. So here is today's card that we will be making today. Very simple, easy card. I love plaid, so anytime I can see Christmas plaid, I want to use it. I want to make a card with it. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to make a card. So first thing of all, I have a piece of Neenah Desert Storm cardstock. This is the 100-pound version, and this is a side folding card that we're going to make it into. So we're going to go ahead and put that down. It's measured 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, your standard A2 size card. And then I went ahead and die cut out some of this gold metallic paper. This is the THoltz paper right here, and all the products that I use today will be listed in the description box below in case you want to go ahead and check it out. And I used a plaid from Your Mind. This is from Mind's Eye paper pad called Jingle All the Way. I know this is a discontinued pad, however I did find 12 by 12 sheets still available on scrapbook.com for like 55 cents. So I will link that down in the description box for you as well. And I die cut this piece using the MFT A2 size stitched rectangle die. That's that one right here. And then the plaid piece on the card was also an MFT die. And I don't know exactly the name of it, but it is a stitch and it has the rounded edges on 2 sides. And like I said, I will link that as well. And I did that in the plaid. All right, so we're going to put these 2 things aside. And then I'm going to come in. This is the Merry Christmas die from THoltz and Sizzix. That was last year's release. So I went ahead and just applied it to the panel right here. And the only thing you have to notice about when you're dealing with pattern paper, especially plaid, make sure that your die cut is even so you don't get a wonky look with your plaid paper, unless you want the wonky look, which is totally fine and okay with that. And I just went ahead and lined up my Christmas to be as straight on here as possibly I could do, and I just taped it down and ran it through my Vagabond. So I already have a die cut for us, and we'll go ahead and remove the dies. And the R's, I'm not going to try to fill those little circles in with the R's just because I really can't. You know, too tedious to see. Going to be careful when I pull my washi tape off. And however, I do want to grab this piece of the H so I can put that in there. So I'm going to put this to the side onto my mat where I can see it. So now that we got that part done, we want to adhere the 2 panels together, right? So what we're going to grab is we're all going to grab some art glitter glue. And then we'll apply and up here those 2 pieces together. I'm going to try not to put like too much glue in one spot, so because they have those little bitty areas down there, and I don't want it to ooze out on us. So I'm just going to go ahead and evidently I have a clog on here, so I'm just going to grab a pokey tool or whatever you have that you can fit inside of there, the needle that comes with it, you can do that as well. So there we go, much better. So I'm just gonna be a little bit careful around the letters because I want to make sure I have adhesive on there, but I don't want to have a lot to where it will ooze out onto that metallic paper, because if it gets on that metallic paper, it does tend to make it a little bit on the cloudy side. I'm just going to hurry up and do my best to, because these will line up by themselves. I'm just going to do really quickly, tap, 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 and then I'll press. Okay, so we got that. Then we're going to go in with that little centerpiece for that H, add a little bit of glue to it, and then we'll apply it into the center to the best of our ability, right? Perfect. Loving it, loving it. Next we're going to go ahead and do is put our foam squares onto the back of our adhesive, and it looks like I made a boo-boo and I didn't trim off enough, but that's okay because I can go in and trim off those with a pair of scissors, which let's just go ahead and try to do that now. Let me grab my THoltz scissors, and I'm just going to, and it's okay that I'm trimming it down. No problem. You just work with what you have. Okay, and then we'll trim this side just so we are even on both sides. Okay, got it covered. See, there we go. Easy fix in a jiffy, right? Well, sometimes lining that stuff up can be a little bit of a task, especially for me. So I'm going to go ahead and put my foam squares on here. And as always, I have mentioned I'm always generous with my foam squares because I like to, especially if I'm sending these in the mail, I want to make sure that they don't peel off, you know, or anything of that nature. And they're inexpensive, like pennies, basically, that I spend on these foam squares. So I'm not going to overstress that out. But yeah, it's like, you know, tell me what your favorites in the bottom in the comment section. Tell me what your favorite paper pad with plaid paper in it is, so I can kind of check it out, look at it, and see if I need to have it in my stash. I mean, even if it's retired, it's okay too, because at least I can still look and wish I had it. Like I said, I'm not a paper hoarder, I won't lie. I'm really super not a paper hoarder, but plaid paper, I have lots of plaid paper, and usually if I see it, I will grab more than one. I would grab at least 2, maybe 3. All right, so as I mentioned before in one of my tips and tricks videos, I put the liquid adhesive on the back of the foam squares too, just for that little bit of wiggle room. So we're going to go ahead and pull in our panel, do the best to line it up to the best of my ability, and if it doesn't get on there super straight, I am super okay with that. And see how I didn't? I don't like, if I can avoid it being too crooked, I want to do that. So, all right. So there we go. That's about as good as it's going to get on my end. All right, so then we're going to go in with a couple or a few of these gold gems that I have like a pile of over here. So I'm going to grab 3, and there's all different sizes in here, so whatever comes out is what we're going to use. So I'm going to put one here, here, and here. And I'm going to grab it with my finger, and that arc glitter glue will dry clear, so I won't stress that it is oozed out a little bit on those sides. But there you have it. This is our card for today. Like, how easy and fun is that? So I want to thank you all for joining me today, and if you like this video, please go ahead and hit the thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and when the notification bell comes up, you can go ahead and hit that, and YouTube will notify you each and every time that I upload a video. So once again, check out my Facebook group, check out the link, my Facebook links, and my social media links, and have any questions, feel free to let me know down in the comment section below. And thank you for being here, and you all have a crafty day, y'all.